I am your host, Dr. Pooja, and today we are going to discuss tips to prevent summer health problems in kids. Well, when summers are nearing, many moms have a very different issue. And what these issues are, how to solve these problems, we have an expert panel out over here, Dr. Sushanta and Dr. Garima, who are going to discuss and give us in depth the solutions that we all moms are looking forward for to face the challenges during this summer. So, on behalf of Baby Chakra, I welcome you, doctors, and it will be lovely to have such a intense topic discussion. So, before we begin, I would like Dr. Sushanta to please tell us something about herself.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja. A very warm good afternoon to everyone. I'm Dr. Sushanta Pai, pediatrician and a mommy of two toddlers myself. I'm working as a pediatric consultant. I have my OPD at Sujay Hospital, which is at Juhu Gulmohar Road village. Besides that, also I'm attached to Criticare Hospital and Surya Hospital, Santa Cruz. Being a mommy of two toddlers myself is a different experience. It's like relearning your pediatrics all over again at a very grassroots level. So using these experiences, I've started my own Insta handle, Dr. Sushanta, where you can follow me for childcare experiences, latest updates, and it will be great to be there.
Thank you, Dr. Sushanta. Dr. Garima, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Garima. I'm a budding pediatrician. I'm doing my DNB from Popular Health, and I'm learning a lot of things right now. Yes, we will be discussing today about how to prevent dehydration in during summer. Yes.
Yeah.
We will be discussing about it.
Thank you, Dr. Garima. And our one more panelist, who Manisha, will be joining us shortly. So we will keep this discussion alive and we will start going with our questions. But before we begin, summers have always been very, exciting for us. Now that we have different products coming in, we are more into home food. Kids always want something cool, something thunder, but at the same time change of weather is a matter of concern. So with these thoughts, we'll open the panel for discussion, and I see Manisha has joined us. So Manisha, we welcome you on this panel, and we would like hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Manisha. I am a clinical and sports nutritionist from Delhi, and it's been more than a decade that I'm practicing. And my education is in nutrition only. I have my master's in nutrition. Apart from that, I have a certification in sports nutrition from Sports Authority of India, and I am also a certified personal trainer by NSCA.
Wow. Thank you,
That's
Manisha, for joining us. Okay. So to get this panel discussion going, Dr. Garima, I have a question for you. What are the common problems among that we face during summers? Can you highlight a few?
Yeah. So a lot of things, n number of list. I would like to talk about dehydration. So children are they will play long outside. They love outdoors, right? So a lot of
Yes.
sweating. Because of sweating, so our kids, they don't even realize when they get. So this is issue which I would like to. So yeah. So keep like what questions should I answer?
Okay.
Just let me know.
Okay. Dr. Sushanta, coming to you. See, when you are a mom of toddlers, and when we are looking forward for how do we manage common summer problems, health problems in toddlers basically, or small children, can you give us some quick tips on helping these moms to understand the summers, which are going to be very, very intense in the coming few days?
So Dr. Pooja, see summers, it's also the vacation time, the holiday time when kids are venturing out, they play for long hours under the sun. They don't realize but as they're exposed to the sun, there's also a lot of water getting depleted from their body. They forget to drink their water, or quench their thirst. So all this causes something called as a dehydration, and if dehydration not identified and treated on time can lead to something called as a heat station, is something which is we as moms, as parents, as caregivers, we have to be very particular about. So we need to have the action plan for giving them hydration, that is the water, from time to time intervals. And I think the rough guide which I can share with you is like for the first 10 kg of what water should go, how much fluid should go in first 24 hours should be around 1000 ml. For a child approximately 20 kg, it should be around 1500 ml of fluid in 24 hours. For a child of around 2 liters of water or fluid in 24 hours, and 40 kg and beyond, it should be like 2.5 to 3 liters. So we have to space out. The child is not going to drink all this water all at once, but we have to space out. And if the child is not very compliant to take water, maybe we can give infusion water with cucumbers, mint dipped in it, or watermelon juice, orange juice, but we should ensure that somewhere the hydration is in check for our kids to prevent them from dehydration and sunstroke. And also, like, we should not have when the sun is at its peak, maybe we can engage them in some indoor activities rather than going out for outdoor play. And after the sun sets down at 4:30 or something, they can start going outdoors. Also, like in the clothes wise, we can give them some light clothes, cotton clothes, like white color clothes, which are going to reflect heat rather than absorbing heat, so their bodies are going to be cool.
Right, absolutely. Very, very nicely stated. Manisha, coming to you. Manisha? Okay, I'll just move to Dr. Garima. So, when Dr. Garima, you were speaking about dehydration and sunstroke in kids. So, firstly, as a mom and as a doctor, we would like to understand that what are the ways to prevent, episodes of sunstroke and dehydration in children. So, can you help us with a few
Yes,
quick
it
tips
is
out here?
exactly. It is very to keep kids inside. Like it is very difficult for them to keep. They go to their nanny houses. They want to play all day with their cousins during summer vacations, right?
Yes.
So we can keep some few things very high. We can tell them the importance of oral rehydration. So we can. There are small packets which are available. So we can ask the rest, or we can have some glucon D in the indoors to go outside in the sunny days, as Madam has already she has described. And other issues also, them to do frequent hand washing. Frequent hand washing will also prevent such as conjunctivitis. They play outside. They love playing, and they will touch their hands, and they will touch their, which can lead to conjunctivitis. So we have to prevent that. They'll have skin infections because a lot of sweating will clog. The clogging of pores will happen, which can lead to eczema. Ask our children to apply a good SPF cream to prevent them from sun.
Okay, right. Thank you so much. Manisha, are you here with us? Manisha? Okay, I'll ask Dr. Sushanta. Dr. Sushanta, we were talking about heat, sunstroke. Plus, you gave us tips. You wear white clothes, put them. Have the play area inside house. But at a point of time, kids always complain कि हम कितने बार घर पर रहेंगे, नंबर वन. एंड हमको बहुत ज्यादा ठंडा चाहिए, बहुत ज्यादा, वी वांट एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड. आई वांट ऑलवेज आइसक्रीम्स, आई वांट आइस पॉप्स or popsicles. So, how often should we be giving these food items? Because change in the temperature also gets in, the child gets fever frequently during summers. and the child falls sick. So how, as a parent, how do we explain them that, these are not good for you, and we should be staying maximum away from all these things? So how would you explain to us as a parent and as a doctor?
Nice, interesting question. Uh, it's very difficult to convince a child, like especially low, they are going to do the opposite of it, especially kids who are like of a toddler age, because their understanding, their maturity is not that well developed. So I think, and also it's a summer time, it's a vacation time, they want to venture out, eat their popsicles, also a lot of, dips, uncooked food. So, at home we can just, show them with some illustrations, pictures, should be covered, we should eat warm food, it's summertime outside, you may fall sick. What happens when you fall sick? You may have to get hospitalized, you may need injections, and then we cannot do so schedule for your vacation time. We cannot do, we'll be deprived of all that. So if you want to go out
Correct.
for, your summer vacation, you want to do some fun things, go to the, then we have to abide by some rules. But I agree, every time, we can't just have it our way, so if it's like 10 things that they're asking us, maybe 1 or 2 times we can just let it go, but we can make some alterations in it. Like instead of popsicles that we get outside, which are filled with color, again, we can make something at home just out of orange juice, make popsicle, or with watermelon juice, make popsicle. This will be like a healthy alternative. Or instead of ice cream,
Okay.
give them curd made at home. Then just bring it down to room temperature and give it instead of ice cream. Put it, load it with chia seeds and some nuts and fruits, and your ice cream or your yogurt is ready. So this way we can just play with the food option. We can even agree to them, as well as find out some healthy midway for them.
Right. But
Playing
what?
with,
Yes, Dr. Garima.
I completely agree with Dr. Sushanta.
Right.
Absolutely.
I think Manisha will help us with some beautiful, ways or understand the kind of foods that which we can give us some kids during summer, because this will help us a lot to understand the chemistry of, cold foods and then refrigerated foods, and which will prevent our child to be say having these heat and sunstroke, and then definitely this will be safe for the child's health. Manisha, can you help us out over here?
Yeah, sure. So, see, I think it's a very apt topic for today because I'm in Delhi and it's hot, and the kids are not going to stop going out, and so we have to keep the bodies cool. And as Dr. Sushanta has, given the example of, so of course they are the options, but natural food which keep your body cool. One of them is sattu, which is good for the child, and it is going to keep the body protein as well, so they will be higher. And apart from that, the xanthan gum, which is also known as gonkadiya, that is flavorless, odorless, colorless. You won't even feel it, and that can be just soaked in some water and be used in shakes in the form of banana cream. In fact, I have some banana ice cream recipes on it. So those recipes can be made along with the xanthan gum, which is going to help keep the body of the child cool, will help keep their energy high as well, and will prevent dehydration.
Right. Thank you, Manisha, for sharing your views. Dr. Garima, we have a question from a mom, Seema. She's asking that her 8-year-old has developed redness in the skin due to excess of sweat and heat. Now, how can she manage this? So, can you please help this mom out here?
uh, you have to wash the area properly with soap and water. Keep that area as much as dry, and apply is very important during summers. And I will, which will help in
Right.
hydration. Yes,
Right. Thank
somewhere
you so
any
much.
antibiotic or something, because it will keep the area dry.
Okay. Dr. Sushanta, coming to you. There is one mom, Vasvi. She is concerned for, one of the signs of excessive dehydration in kids. So can you help her understand how can she identify these signs in kids?
So dehydration means basically the water started getting depleted from the body. The early signs would be when you the tongue of the child, it would look dry and not moist. The other thing would be like the eyes would look sunken. They may start around them. Also, child will complain of excessive thirst. Child may be irritable, or he may just lose interest in surroundings. May become very lethargic, कम हो जाएगी. यूरिन जो बेबी पास करेगा वो बहुत डार्क येलो कलर की पास करेगा. Which is, the best way to check for the hydration is when the baby is passing urine. जब baby बहुत ही dark yellow कलर की urine pass कर रहा है, that's also a sign of dehydration in a child. If I'm not treated with ORS or hydration, then child may develop, nausea, vomiting. Nausea is like जैसे vomiting के पहले पेट में मलमल होती है, child may just faint. So these are like, progressively like how the dehydration would go by.
Okay.
Signs of dehydration.
Okay, thank you for answering this question for Vasvi. Manisha, there is a question asked by a mom. She is saying that my kids are always demanding cold drinks during summers, and I can't stop them. So, what is the solution that you can help me with?
Okay. See, asking for a cold drink, just if we just use the words cold, is a very natural thing because it is summer. What we need to do is firstly stop storing these things at home. Now the thing is, this will always to the parents. Whatever habits our kids are generating, they are a resultant of our habits too. So one thing definitely would be that we discourage ourselves from things that try finding out options which can be used and which can be stocked or made easily at home, which are better for health, water or coconut water, or some milks. They will, they will subside the feeling. They'll be, that thirst quencher. One time they won't be unhealthy. And when we talk about creating that long-term habit, it's not going to happen in a day. It will take some time. It will take some learning on our part as well, as to what other kind of habits that we are forming and we are following in our home. So if we are drinking it in front of them, in front of the kids, and tell them that it is bad for health, right? We have to first apply that on ourselves and then expect the child to do it, isn't it?
True, absolutely. Thank you so much. Dr. Garima, there is a question from a dad and a mom who both are concerned with saying that, these are two questions, but I felt the context would be similar. So I'm asking you, how can we treat heat rashes in kids? And the similar one question is, how can I treat my child's sunburn? So these two are the questions which are similar kind. So can you please help this father Chetan and mom Barkha to help them with your thoughts here?
See, basically we have tried, as I said before, I've already answered to that. It's quite kind that, we have to first think what we have to ensure. Once the child is coming from outdoors, our child is washing our hands properly, is following the steps of hand washing, clean backside, and locking the fingers properly. Because that is without hand washing, the insect like they will inoculate, they will colonize. So it will lead to more of skin rashes. So first we will try to do. Then we will moisturize. We will hydrate our skin. With the help, we can use the products which are given, and other products can be used. We have to ensure that inside, like we have to make sure that we can prevent our children from insects also. So these things will help in
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Garima. Dr. Sushanta, there is a question from a mom saying that she has found, Himanshi is the mom's name, she has found too much of redness in her child's skin. So, how can she reduce that? And secondly, she is asking whether she can use a sunscreen during whenever she is stepping out with her child. So, what is your thought on that?
Okay. So about the redness, Garima has answered. If there's any redness on the skin, you can just keep the area very cool, wash it regularly. If there's too much of itching around it, and just get it checked by your pediatrician or your dermatologist of eczema. Eczema is also a condition which gets exaggerated during the summertime, and then we can start with appropriate medications to treat the underlying condition that is causing that redness. Key point is about this sunscreen.
Yes.
So sunscreen, it's a very misconception that sunscreen should not be used in children or it's not safe. It's not so. In fact, more damage to children's skin than using the sunscreen. So there are two types of sunscreen. One is a physical sunscreen and other one is a chemical sunscreen. And physical sunscreen can be safely used in all children above 6 months of age. Physical sunscreen contains two main key ingredients, dioxide. So before the children are venturing out in the sun, even for the walk outside, they can just apply sunscreen all over. If they're going in the outdoor swimming pool or the ocean, it has to be applied and reapplied every 2 hours to kill radiations.
Right. So it is, I mean, the benefits are there definitely. And over a period of time, the sunscreen would make their skin all soft and, would be making it delicate.
very important.
But we
Right.
should
A
just
good
keep in mind, once they're
SPF
back
content
from
is
outdoors,
very
we should just
important.
wash it away.
Yes.
Okay. Any particular reason for
Once
that?
you are putting applicant, they are going outside, bacteria will come and sit on it, right? So I was saying that hand washing is very important. Washing was very important. So once they come from outside, they should, with soap and water properly, with proper hand wash, liquid soap,
Okay.
which will help in preventing bacteria and
Right. Got it. Manisha, there is a question from a mom. She is asking that, her child is around 8 to 9 years old, and she is finding it difficult for him to convince not to have cold foods every day, because every time he has cold food he develops cough and cold, and in summers this has become very frequent. So what are the alternative ways where she can put the child on literally like no, on cool foods and not
True
elevate his
temperature.
cough and cold at the same time? Yeah.
See, one thing that I've realized over the years with the children is that we try to treat them as children, but if we try talking to them as adults and reason with, they actually listen. So, rather than you should be taking this, we can sit with the child and then do proper reasoning about how the if food is change the health of the baby or the baby boy. And if that doesn't work, then taking some inspiration and motivation from their motivational figures helps too. So if there is, I don't know, a favorite actor or a favorite character, we really relate the kind of health that the character has and the kind of aspirations that this child has, and then connect the dots and say that inspirational figure. So this is I have been doing for all my mother clients who want to teach for their kids. So if the child wore hair, or maybe they like robot, we'll give the example of long hair, and then the the go back of amla and herbs that the child will have on them if they eat those foods. So that way, when we read them, this food will affect you this way, and this food will benefit you. Most of the times they listen.
Okay, thank you, Manisha. Dr. Garima and Dr. Sushanta, there's one last question for you. Dr. Garima, there is a question by a mom. She's saying that her, her child has frequent headaches during summers. So, what are the ways to manage them? Can you provide with some tips?
Yes. So headache usually happens because of temperature. आप एसी में बैठे हैं और एसी से निकलते या बाहर धूप में जाते हैं, shift हो जाता है from cold 16 degrees you are going in 40 degrees, 35 degrees. So the sudden change of temperature, then there's a lot of water loss. Again, child goes in dehydration. How do we prevent that? Always ask your child to carry a water. Ask him to carry water bottle or maybe some ORS, so that whenever he feels thirsty or whenever he wants to quench his thirst, take water from that and from the bottle, and it is actually a sign of dehydration. So we have to it in mind that our child might go in dehydration. So headache is a sign
Okay.
of dehydration.
Thank you so much. Dr. Sushanta, there is a mom, Nena. She's asking that her 10-year-old child is having a lot of dry scalp and dandruff issue. And, itchy scalp in summers, and it's irritating the child. So, what is the kind of solution she should look forward for? How can this problem be resolved?
She's a 10-year-old child, right?
Yes, it's a 10.
This could be an indication of fungal infection in the scalp. Okay, so
Okay.
maybe overnight she can just, or maybe for an hour before wash, she can just oil massage coconut oil and then wash it with a shampoo which is like neutral in pH, gentle on baby skin, tear free. In case a child requires a medical, if there is evidence of dandruff or something on clinical examination, then accordingly pediatrician can shampoo advice to the child. When the hair is wet, that time she can just comb the hair gently
Okay.
while so that whatever the remnants are there, they'll just go off. And at the same time, you're moisturizing the hair, and also after wash, she can use a serum like an arc serum. Okay, that will also keep the hair very soft and moist. So basically, we need to get the moisture in place at the overnight so that the hands and all are not blocked inside.
Okay.
And we need to watch out infection or dandruff and treat accordingly.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Sushanta and Dr. Garima, for answering these questions. With this, we come to the end of the panel discussion, but we are not done here. You can still download our BabyChakra app, go to the live sessions, and also, you can ask your questions in the comments section. Also, we would request these panelists to give a small, short takeaway message which will help our users to understand and benefit with these beautiful tips given by these panelists. Manisha, can you begin with a small tip to help our moms community out over here?
Sure. So one takeaway, if there can be, of this discussion, I'm sure there will be, because Dr. also shared some brilliant. But one thing when we talk about specifically summer and kids, we have to understand this thing that kids have, they are going to sit down, out, and they should not. Anyway, with the increasing technology, this is one of the challenges that we have. Kids are not going out enough. So, yes, let them go, let them play in a safe environment. However, when it comes to the health and management of health, make sure that you're reasoning with them and not be like a child situation and then reprimanding them and making sure that they're just following what you say, because that may not work many of times. Just reason with them well, make them sit down, explain to them everything. And I'm sure if we go back to our child, we would have wanted our parents to do that for us.
Right. Thank you, Manisha. Dr. Garima, can you please share a small takeaway message?
With Manisha now. She's absolutely right. Nothing in extreme. So a balance is very important. We have to play, because after COVID era, when COVID had struck, our kids were inside, and they have faced a lot of issues, and a lot of social anxiety issues. But then we have to take care of them, that they should hydrate themselves properly, because it is often seeds just in the heat of the moment, they play, and they just forget the importance of hydration.
Thank you so much. Dr. Sushanta?
So my take-home message would be: see, summers are like holiday time. Kids want to break free and have as much fun as possible. Sometimes it's even in the hot sun. So as parents, we should be vigilant about dehydration, like excessive thirst, lips getting dry, or child passing high colored urine, that is a dark yellow colored urine, sometimes a dizzy episode. All these are signs of dehydration. If caught in time, we can prevent them from having a heat stroke. Always keep a water bottle in their bag wherever they are going, so that from time to time they are drinking adequate amount of water required for their body. Make them wear light clothes, like white color clothes or any pastel shades when they're venturing out in the play. Make a plant so that they can play indoors. Whenever they're venturing out and coming back home, they should wash their hands. So hand hygiene is something very important. Like the sunscreen, physical sunscreen, whenever they are stepping out of the house. And with this, I think they can enjoy their holidays and enjoy the summer sun too.
Yes.
Uh,
And with
I
this,
would
we come to, yes, Dr. Garima.
one in, like right now at my place in Marathe, it's 35 degrees. A lot of asthma cases are coming because
Okay.
of summer. There is a high levels of pollen being.
Yes.
Whenever you see your child coughing, a lot of coughing, distress, please visit your pediatrician. Like, don't think, get scared of those puffs. Uh, I've seen a lot of myths attached to inhalers. So please, pediatrician, whenever you think.
Thank you for sharing such a valuable
That,
point. Yes. Thank you so much, because we might think that it is a normal cough. It might end up in something else. So definitely going to a doctor and getting them medically treated is what we have been advised. We have been advising to all the moms at Baby Chakra. We loved this session. A lot of questions was answered by these beautiful doctors. Parents gave the questions asked by the parents, dads, moms, friends, and family members. Thoroughly enjoyed these sessions today, and it is a good beginning to take care of ourselves first, and to take care of our family, and also to take care of our loved ones. So with a hand holding, we can take care of each other and prevent, problems like dehydrations, rashes, and also getting out, getting soaked into excess heat, which might bring the entire family down. So, with these tips and the tricks that these doctors have shared, I hope the summertime, what you plan with your children will be a helpful one and they will enjoy. Manisha shared some beautiful recipes, beautiful ways. Dr. Sushanta, being a mother to a toddler, shared beautiful ways to keep the kids happy when their demands are going to be high. So with these thoughts, we would like to thank these doctors for taking valuable time, and their support for to Baby Chakra has always been valuable. So thank you so much, and we would love you all to join us for our next session, which will be happening very soon on the Baby Chakra app. Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure talking to you all.
Thank you, Dr.